Okay, let's explore things that you can do with sprites and some of them that have various costumes. So I'm in Scratch and I'll go to Create and let this open up. And hopefully it will open up soon. There we go. So this particular sprite, the cat sprite, if I click on costumes, I can see that this one happens to have two costumes. I'll go back to the scripts. Under events, when clicked, I'll change to the looks, next costume, under the controls, I'll repeat that 10 times. So keep your eye on the cat, click, it went by kind of fast, so I'll add in there a wait, whoops, I want it on the other side, put it in here like this, inside the repeat, wait 0.5 seconds, and there. So then by switching back and forth between the costumes, it gives the appearance that he's running. Since this sprite only has two costumes available, then it's easy just to use the next costume script stored under the looks, and it switches back and forth. Some sprites, though, and I'll change over here, looking through the sprites that we have available, I'm going to the fantasy category. Here's our dragon. I'll click him. Click on OK. He's now in there. And he has a flying costume and a breathing fire costume. So if I were to want something different, I can take a costume, right-click, make a duplicate, and whatever costume is selected, that represents this one out here. Let me close this. That represents this one out here, then that I can use these editing tools to make changes to. So whatever's over here is being edited. And just make sure that this next costume has a slightly different name than the one that it's similar to. This is Dragon 1A, Dragon 1A2, and I can make that name as meaningful as I want right here. But now I'm going to build a third costume. So I could take this costume right here, I'll select it, and I'll flip him this way. So now I have one facing this way, one breathing fire, one this way. So then if I wanted to click this one, right-click, make a duplicate of that one, select him, and flip him as well. So this sprite actually has 4 different costumes to choose from. I probably would take more time to make these names more meaningful, so when I pick the costume in the script later on, I can know exactly which one I want. So I'll go back to the scripts. Take away the cat, right-click, delete. I'll go to the looks, switch him here to Costume Dragon 1A. Events, and clicked. Under looks, we'll start with Dragon 1A. Okay, so now when I click, he's that guy that started there. Okay. Then if I switch to, Dragon 1B, that's a breathing fire one. And then I switch to Dragon 1A2, he turns the opposite way. And finally I switch to Dragon 1B2. And I think so that we can see it happen, we better wait 1 second in between all these. Like that. So let's see how that looks. Okay, if I were to take this all, sandwich this in a repeat, and then click it, and he'll breathe fire on that side, he'll breathe fire on that side. breathe fire on that side, breathe fire on that side. And he'll do that for a complete cycle of 10. Stop that. Okay? So the costumes then, we can make different ones and we can make edits. Just use that feature of right-clicking and making a duplicate of that costume first. And then you can make whatever edits you want to it. Okay? Let's see. Let me go over here to my new sprite library again. And we'll go under animals. Here's a dinosaur. It's kind of interesting. I'll click on OK. This dinosaur has 7 different costumes that you can switch between. So if I go to my scripts and I choose when clicked and the looks, next costume, I'll repeat that 10 times. Obviously needing to add a weight in there. And then he's going through all his different costumes too. Okay? So, if your sprite has multiple costumes, you can make edits here, you can make duplicate costumes, doing some different things with painting and stuff over here. Just make sure that when you make a duplicate costume that you either remember the name that's by default given to it, or you would remember, then maybe give it a more meaningful name for making those fun costumes.